Thank you, thank you. And we'll go through a little bit of a training, and I appreciate that. And time of my life is what she said. Time of my life. And I really want everyone to think about that. Like, is that how you wake up? Is that how you answer when people go, "How are you doing?" Most people, when you get on a phone call and you go, "Hi, how's it going?" People go, "Okay, how about you? How's it going?" "Good." How many people do you hear when you say, "How's it going? I'm having the time of my life"? Can you imagine? Like, wouldn't you like if you called your friend today and said, "Hey," like I could just imagine if Sandy called Nancy and said, "Hey Nancy, how are you?" And Nancy said, "I'm having the time of my life." Like, don't you think Sandy would sit there and go, "Well, what are you doing?" Like, think about that one for a second. So if you would say, "What are you doing?" What do you think people are going to say when you say that? But the question right now is, are you? Are you having the time of your life? And I love what Sherry just said. And I'm literally just going off of her words right now because I want you to think about it. She said Black Diamond is what she is going to make happen. And she said, why not? Why not dream big? Why not put that as your goal? Like, why not? I don't, so many people will find a reason why they can't and they'll talk themselves out of it instead of going, why not? Why not me? Why not now? I'm going to write that one down. And if every day you're shooting towards something that's spectacular, you're going to start having the time of your life. You are. And when you start having the time of your life, you're going to start attracting more people into your life. Sherry and I had an incredible conversation yesterday with a lady that's very talented, very sharp, very successful. Her and her business partner have created something absolutely magical. And this is somebody that most people would not even attempt to call. But the lady asked Sherry why. And Sherry goes, I'm having the time of my life. And I'm listening to Sherry. And this is what she says. And it's not one of those things that she's saying it because it sounds good on this call. I'm listening to Sherry say it to people she's introducing me to because she's having so much fun. And I don't know if I could say this part, Sherry, and Sherry might be like, Muzaffar, you have to decipher what's personal conversation and what's public conversation. So I don't know. It's kind of one of those that maybe I'll get in trouble for this one. But so Sherry's son called her yesterday and was like, Mom, you are working too much. And Sherry's going, I don't know what to tell him, Muzaffar. I'm having the time of my life. Like, I love being around everyone. And he's telling me that I need to take a day or I need to take 2 days. And she's like, Muzaffar, I want to help everyone get their six. And I want to help. And it's always about, I want to help everyone get their this. And I want to help everyone get their that. And I'm going, and most people would be about themselves. So not only is Sherry having the time of her life, because yes, but the only way that she'll get Black Diamond is by helping a whole bunch of purples and red diamonds and blue diamonds and diamonds. And that means we need thousands of emeralds. We need thousands of emeralds. How many people would an extra $2,000 a month, not including the other ways we get paid, impact? And so what does that mean, ladies and gentlemen? That means that we have to teach you how to do this. And there's two parts to this, right? There's two parts to our business. And we're going to talk about both of these parts really quickly. And I'm going to run through this information and this is recorded. And I hope that all of you get a chance to take some good notes. A paper and pen, I was told, has a better memory than the most intelligent human, just so you know. So I know it's definitely smarter than me, right? That's why I write everything down. When I'm on every call, I'm taking note after note after note. Now, I need to talk to different groups of people. For those of you that are brand new and you're here because your friend invited you, right? I want to say welcome. And what you have to do, right? Because everybody needs like a step-by-step process, right? So what you have to do if you're brand new is really step number one. This is what you have to do, is you have to get started. Like this is really, so I'm going over information for all different types of people on this Zoom. So there are people that just are walking into school and they need to know what school is like, and then there are people that are in kindergarten and then first grade and then fifth grade and then eighth grade and then high school. And so there's all different walks of life on this Zoom. So I'm trying to cover information for everybody. The first is the newest members of our community. For those of y'all that are here, like I said, a friend, a family member, somebody, and you're going to make a decision to get started. And this is now, I'm going to help all of you. The information I'm covering is for new people. However, if you've been around for a while, you want to learn what I'm teaching because you're going to be teaching that to your new people. So this is what I'm teaching to the new people on this Zoom, but you should learn everything that I'm saying in the language that I'm saying so you can then say it. Anyways, that's a message for some of our more seasoned. So getting started, it is simple. It is simple. You're talking about the $450 for the membership, and you're talking about the $49 for the ABS system, right? And so the total is $499. Now, I'm helping people get started because some people have the mindset of, I have to wait till my next paycheck. Some people have the mindset because they think that they're buying something. And I have to teach people that you're not buying something, you are starting a business. And you have to think of this like starting a business. And so I refer to the information of a book that impacted my life when I started this industry. Because the one thing Sherry did is she said, Muzaffar, you have to change the way you think. Because if you continue to do what you've always done, you'll continue to get what you've always gotten. So if you continue to trade hours for dollars, if you continue to only get paid when you work, if you continue to be the only person responsible for your income, then that's going to be your life moving forward forever. So for things to change, you have to change. For things to get better, you have to get better. And for things in your life to change, your thoughts have to change. So she said, Muzaffar, you have to read a book to change your thoughts. And it's called Think and Grow Rich. And I remember when she told me about this, she said, listen, this book was written by this guy, Napoleon Hill, who was commissioned by a guy named Andrew Carnegie, who Andrew didn't understand why people in America were broke when he was not from the United States. He was a foreigner. And he came to America and became a billionaire. So he hired this guy to study people like Henry Ford, Theodore Roosevelt, Charles Schwab, Dr. Alexander Graham Bell, F.W. Woolworth, all these people. And they found what wealthy people did. And it's that they think differently. They thought differently. Like I met someone that said that there's over 6,000 languages in the world today. And I believe that there's actually two. I believe that there's employee and employer. And I believe that these two languages are different. And so what happens is that when somebody is employee minded, which was me, I needed to change the way that I thought. And that's when Sherry gave me this book. And inside this book, it said there are 3 things that wealthy people do that unsuccessful people don't do. They do OPI, which is other people's ideas. And I was like, oh my gosh, in school, that was called cheating. Like if I copied off of Rika's paper and Rika got 100% on her test and I copied Rika's test word for word, I'd get 100%. Kind of smart if you think about it. However, in school, it's considered cheating. In the real world, it's considered masterminding. The good news is you have Viago. It's somebody else's idea. OPE is other people's efforts. My dad always told me, if you want something done right, son, do it yourself. If you want something done right, do it yourself. Successful people were taught to build a team. And we're going to teach you today how to build a team. And number 3 is they were always taught to use other people's money. My dad told me never borrow money, never go in debt. Never borrow money, never go in debt. Never borrow money, never go in debt. And when I lost my scholarship at university because I got injured, guess what? In order to finish my university, I needed to borrow money. Guess who co-signed? My dad. Guess what happened to me? I went in debt. And my dad helped me go in debt. Now, I love my dad. I just want you to understand that there's bad debt and good debt. And I didn't know any of this stuff. But successful people use other people's money, like when they open a restaurant, for example. When they open a restaurant that costs $500,000, they don't use their own money. They don't. They get a bank loan for this $500,000, and then they use their profit to pay the bank. And I was like, what if we applied this principle to getting started? And whether it's a credit card, whether it's whatever it is, that's somebody else's money. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just giving you an example. But this is the bank money to start this. And then what we help you do is we help you get your first 6, which makes $600, and you pay them back. And nothing came out of your pocket. Like, to me, don't use your own money if you don't have to, right? Use the principles of the book and get started. That's the key. Number 2, ladies and gentlemen, is we're going to go out and we do 2 things. This right here is you. We find customers that love our membership, and we build a team. We build 2 teams. And what we want for everybody right now is we want your membership to be free. That's what we want. We want your membership to be free. So this is going to be the goal and game plan of today. However, before we start with this, I want you to understand that I don't know how long this is going to take you. For some of you, it may take a day. For some people, it may take a week. For some people, it may take a month. But let me ask you a question. What if it took you a year? What if it took you a year? I want you to do something to put your mind at rest. Because what happens when people get into this mindset and they go, well, if I don't have my membership for free, then it's not working, or this or that. Please change the way that you think. I need you to think not like this. I need you to think like this. I need you to think like a business owner. I need you to understand what you're really getting, even if it takes you a year. Do you understand that this membership will save you over $4,000 a year? The minute, like, don't forget that from the presentation. This membership, right, Club Viago, is designed to save you over $4,000 a year. So even if you're paying the $99 every month, number one, according to my friend Jennifer, my new friend, you're getting 100 points. So you're actually literally, she's like, Muzaffar, it's like my own travel savings account. Yes, yes. So if you have that mindset first, number one, I'm putting $100 or $99 away into a savings account. If that's your mindset, it's a phenomenal mindset to have. Number two, it's saving you over $4,000 for the year. So if you just do the difference, not only did you put $1,200 away, but if a penny saved is a penny earned, if a penny saved is a penny earned, then didn't you kind of, by the way, earn $2,800? Like, if you save $4,000 and you only spent $1,200, but you also got 1,200 points. Like, maybe I'm doing too much math all at once. However, because I saw Rika's face. Rika's face looked like, y'all remember Scooby-Doo? Remember when he was like, And I'm not saying she sounds like a dog. I'm not saying that. Like, Rika, I'm just joking around, by the way. I'm glad you're laughing, right? The point is, Steve was laughing too much, man. I think he started coughing. I know what Steve is thinking. Steve's like, man, Mazzafer's crazy, right? So I think Steve just jumps on to hear some of the jokes, man, so he can get laughs. But man, I appreciate you, Steve. All right, so let's go back to this right here, right? I'm not trying to confuse you, so let's get all this out the way. You're going to save over $4,000 a year. You're paying $99 a month. You're getting 100 points every month. Like, just keep it simple. However, let's go one step beyond that. We put together a tracker, ladies and gentlemen. We put together a tracker, which is absolutely beautiful. And I'm going to show this to you, right? So what you do is you go to, because everybody's been asking, where do I get this tracker from, Mazzafer? So when you go to this site, which is EliteSynergySystem.com, EliteSynergySystem.com. Everything is on here. It has a countdown to our big event. It has a countdown to our regional events. So if you want more detail on our regional events, you can click here and it will tell you our regional events, right? So these are all the regionals. Michelle is going to be in Akron. Ben and also Sean Byam and Ben is going to be in Atlanta, Roy Woods. Jeff and Jen are going to be in Minnesota. I will be in Chicago with Dana James. KP will be in Concord/Charlotte. Angie and Dominic are going to be in the DMV, actually in Maryland. Roscoe and Pamela are going to be in Newark, New Jersey. Josh Valentine and Jen Newkirk are going to be in Oklahoma City. Pat Newkirk and R. Shar are going to be in Phoenix. Carrie and Raymond and Janie are going to be in San Antonio. And Juanita and Melanie are going to be in Tampa. Now, Friday night events. Oh, where's ours? I know I'm doing one in Chicago. We're doing a Friday night presentation. We got to add that on here. So anyways, this is, now let's go to this. So that is, so if we go to documents, right? We go to documents and here is something called savings tracker right here. There's a 7-day fast start. There's a compensation plan. There's a focus board. There's a calendar club. There's a savings tracker. Right? So if we click on savings tracker and you click download, I'm literally doing this right here for all of you, right? And so, and then I go right here and it is downloads. Hold on. There we go. Oops, I clicked on the wrong one. Sorry, guys. Focus board. Let me go back. Savings tracker. There we go. So this right here, you know, one of the first categories I'm writing down? Insurance. Jim just walloped all of our lives. I don't know what to tell you, but if you don't, if in the United States, I'd be writing down insurance. Now, there's car insurance, homeowners insurance, medical insurance. Man, I'd be writing that down. The other one is like anything that you do. Like here's my question. What is it that you do or like to do? Go to the movies. Like, I want you to understand, you know what's going to increase retention for you and for everyone that you know is if you spend the time helping a new person fill out the category section of the tracker. What if you spent 5 to 10 minutes with your new ambassador, 5 to 10 minutes, and said, we have to do your savings tracker together. And what you did is, I'm going to show you. And you literally went and said, okay, let's go to clubviago.com, right? And what you're going to do is you go to Club Viago, you log in. Let me share my screen again. Sorry. And you log in, right? And then you go to, let's just say member deals, for example. And this is where Jim said he went. He went to shopping deals and you go to view all. And he went down here to insurance and protection. And then he went to Farmers right here and clicked on learn more. And then he went to discounted auto and home insurance from multiple carriers all at once. And he clicked here. I'm just telling you that I would, with a new person, literally, what I would do if I was all of you is I would go to this right here or this right here where you click view all. And I would say, hey, are there any physical wellness needs, mental wellness needs, financial needs, apparel and accessories? Do you have any appliance needs, automotive needs, beauty and skincare? Do you do anything beauty and skincare? Cell phones. Would you like to save money on your cell phone bill? Children and family. Do you have any of those? Do you have any children and family? Right? Do you have computer and tablets, crafts and hobbies? Do you have any hobbies? What about education? And I would be writing all this stuff down on my savings. Like if I was with Barbara, I would be writing all of these things down. If I was with George, and George is a new ambassador of mine, I would be sitting there having this conversation with George going, hey, bud, entertainment. Like flowers and gifts. Do you ever do those things? Yes. If you ask me, I buy flowers and gifts for my wife and my daughters. Food and wine. Food, yes, for me. Wine, no, for me. I don't drink alcohol. It's not a big deal. Like I've never had a drop in my life. I'm not here to judge anyone that has. I just don't. Right. And so I want you to understand that gift cards, health and wellness, home security, insurance and protection, jewelry, meal planning, office, pets, sports, subscriptions, tax preparation. Hello. Taxes, it's like right around the corner. Do you know how many people would go, oh my gosh, you're going to save me compared to other things that are out there? Travel, vision, optics. Like there's all kinds of things on here, but I'm letting all of you know that the savings tracker is something that you need to spend 5 to 10 minutes helping a new person fill out the category section. And then when they use it, they put in the date, they put in the retail price, they put in the Viago price, and they compare savings. And what I would do if I were you, and I know Sherry's probably going to do this. Sherry's going to do this with Team Loving Life. So for those of y'all that are part of Team Loving Life, she's going to do a fun contest. And I'm probably letting the cat out the bag right now, but she's going to do a fun contest. For everyone part of Team Loving Life, Sherry's going to give a special gift to the person. And it's not whoever saves the most, but whoever has the most category of savings. It's a difference. I don't care if you save $10, but if you've used this membership and she's going to do this, and I'm giving you guys a heads up. So I would start this now, but she's doing this in her birthday month. Sorry, Sherry, I'm letting the cat out the bag. And because you're going to be leaving for Dubai, so I didn't know if we'd get another chance to do this, but she is probably one of the best gift givers. Now, if you're going, well, I'm not part of Team Loving Life. Listen, you have your teams. All of you have teams, and you can do this with your team. I'm just saying she's doing this with her team. You can do this with your team, right? So I just want you to know that you can do a fun contest and do a fun prize, and it doesn't have to be something spectacular. Sherry's not giving away a car. So let me be clear about that. Like she has a lot of money, but she's not crazy, right? So, but she is going to give something nice. She's going to give something nice because I know her. And what you're going to do is it's whoever ends up saving the most categories. That means that they use the membership the most in the month of March, which is her birthday month. So in her birthday month, she's giving a gift. That's what she does. Anyways, sorry, Sherry. I maybe I was supposed to let you announce that. I didn't read the message clearly enough. So I don't know. Did you guys ever get in trouble as a kid? In like, you're like, hey, you got your friend next to you and you're like, hey mom, can Billy sleep over tonight? And Billy's sitting right there and your mom pulls you by the ear and says, next time don't ask in front of Billy, right? Like that whole thing. The good news is Sherry can't pull my ear because I'm in Arizona. She's in California. And you know what's even better? If she tries to get a hold of me after this call, I'm not available because I'm going to a volleyball tournament. It couldn't have been the more perfect time if I made a mistake to have made a mistake. Anyways, I love you, Sherry. So And then when you say I love you as her son, she melts and she can't get in trouble for you. It's like a kid getting a tattoo and the mom going, what did you do? But it says, I love my mom. And then you go, oh, right. So, Sherry, anything you want to add on this now that I've kind of let the cat out the bag?
Oh, you're funny. You know what? You know, the funny part is my son's first tattoo said, love you, mom. Sorry, you do have me on that one. But everyone, I hope you enjoyed this training. This is just the beginning. You know, you have to remember you can actually earn while you're learning. You know, most careers you have to go learn it before you can actually, I mean, like Jared, he had to go practice and learn all the things he had to learn and become a fireman and all, take classes and all that. Here, right here, you guys can earn while you're learning. You can go get your six and not only make $600, if you position your people right, 3 people on one side, 3 people on the other, you're going to make $700. That not only pays back your credit card, but it also puts money in your bank, and you save $1,200 a year on membership fees. So it's a win-win all the way around. So please, please build strong. And yes, next month is my birthday month. It's March Madness. It's going to be a big month. The company has got some huge promotions, and we open up these calls to everyone in Viago because first there's Team Viago. Beyond all the other teams, we are building the company first. That's how we all work together. Doesn't matter whose team you are, we work together to help you become successful. You can count on us every Monday, every Wednesday, evenings, and every Saturday for a presentation. And obviously there's all kinds of leaders out there doing their presentations too. You can, if you like, Eric G's presentation, he does one that's on the East Coast with Shar. You guys get on those calls. We all open up our calls to work together to help you become
Absolutely.
successful. So we love that about this company. And for all of you that are on today, have a great weekend. Let's get your 6. Get in Club 6.
I'm sorry, Sherry. Can I give him one more tip if you don't mind?
Yes.
If I can give you guys one more tip, right? Especially for those of y'all that are new, especially for you that are new, right? Because there are some brand new people on. And I just before you wrap up, Sherry, I just want to say this, right? So when it comes to brand new folks, what happens is that everybody goes into this mindset. By the way, y'all see all these dots? Sherry hates the dots, so I'm gonna move this for her. I'm gonna use that paper later. Rika, I'm not throwing it away. I'm not hurting the environment. By the way, I recycle. So let's go here. For those of y'all that are brand new, please follow these 7 steps. Okay, these are really, really simple. Number 1 is, and I'm going off of what Sherry even said. She made a decision. You saw her say she's going Black Diamond. Right now, I want you to understand, you don't have to write this one down. Write down whatever rank you want to rank. And the decision is not to start. The decision is to finish. So I'm asking you to make a decision to finish this one. Let's finish this one. Step number 2, ladies and gentlemen, is write down your why. Why are you going to do this? Why is every day going to be the best day of your life? Step number 3 is the list. The minute number 1 and number 2 are done, the minute you make a decision to finish and you write down why you're doing this becomes so simple. And I would make a list and I would put it where you can see it, whether it's on a piece of paper. For me, it was getting a big whiteboard, right? But this becomes simple. I did a list of 500. I took the phone, like the names and out of my phone, I put it on a whiteboard. And what I'll tell you is, do not get overwhelmed by a big list. Look at the list and figure out the top 10, 20, 30 people you're going to call first. For me, I looked at my top 40 that I thought were going to say yes. I was looking for who was going to be my fastest yeses, what I call low-hanging fruit. And I circled 40 out of 500. And these are the people that I called first because my mom told me, don't try to drink the ocean. If you do, you will drown. This to me was like the ocean. Right? She said, just drink 1 bottled water at a time. And so I literally made these calls, and out of the 40, 17 said yes. So make your list, right? Make your list. Number 4 is going to be the invite. The invite is not the presentation. Keep the invite simple. Have urgency for the invite. Have excitement when you invite people, right? I think there's an E in here, but have excitement when you invite people. Now, what I'll tell you is do not answer questions, because people get caught up in questions of what is it? Okay, if you're texting, here's your answer. Too much to text. If you're on a phone call with somebody and they're like, can you tell me more? Can you just tell me right now? And I would sit there and say, I would love to. I just don't have the time to give you 100% of the information. It's why I'm setting up the next call. I would love to. I just don't have the time right now to give you 100% of the information. It's why I'm setting up the next call. I would love to. I just don't have the time right now to give you 100% of the information. That's why I'm setting up the next call. The invite, right? This is to set appointments. This is what you've got to get good at. This right here is the work, ladies and gentlemen. But this is also where the fear is. And I'm telling you right now, if you don't talk to the people that you know, somebody else will. I'm telling you, for example, Sandy's on this Zoom. She's not only a friend of Sherry's, but she's a friend of other people on this Zoom that didn't call her. Nancy is on because of Sandy. Nancy's also friends with other people. Nancy's friends with me. Her and her husband I've known. Sherry's known them, but you know who called her? Nancy did. If you don't talk to the people that you know, somebody else will. Just so all of you know. My biggest fear is not somebody saying no. My biggest fear is somebody saying yes to someone else. I'm so grateful I called Sherry, because if she would have said yes to somebody else, I would have, I don't know what to tell you. I have a lot of these examples, by the way. Number 5 is the presentation. And like Sherry said, there's a lot of them. Eric G does a phenomenal presentation. And I would use it. Like I would. I'm just telling you. And there are other presentations that are happening. Jeff Balf does presentations. Angie Cuff does presentations. There's so many. There's Spanish presentations. We're now doing every week on Thursday, we're doing a presentation in Spanish for the United States. Every Thursday in Spanish at 5 o'clock Mountain, 4 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Eastern, just so you know. So there's English, there's Spanish, we will help. There's presentations. Number 6 is close and follow up. Okay. When you're brand new, you need to use an expert to help you with this. You need to use an expert to help you with this, just so you all know. And number 7 is training. Okay, March 8th, I would make mandatory. Not only for you, but for everyone that you introduce to this business. This is our regional. Okay, and you have to start thinking, who do I know where? Like, for example, I'm going to be in Chicago. There are states that are within driving distance of Chicago. Right? There are trainings happening in Minnesota. There are states within driving distance of Minnesota, New Jersey. There are states within driving distance of New Jersey. Right? Like everything is going to be everything is set for you. It really is. Lindsay, I'm excited to see you in Chicago. That's awesome. There's a young lady that's on here that's absolutely crushing it right now. Her name is Lindsay. I got a chance to meet her when she first got started. And I'm telling you that she's number 1 on the leaderboard. And when I spoke to her, she lit up the Zoom. And I only spoke to her for a short period of time. Then I saw her at the event, and she had this energy about her that was absolutely magical. I bet Lindsay's the type, when people talk to her, you know, hey, Lindsay, how are you doing? I'm loving every minute of my life. I don't know what she's saying, but similar to Sherry, it's why she's attracting so many people into this community right now. Like, just so you know. And people go, well, if I was number one on the leaderboard, I'd be as excited as Lindsay is too. You know what? Lindsay was excited before she was number one. That's why she's number one. Lindsay's the most excited person. That's why she's attracting. Not only that, like you can't just be excited and not pick up the phone. She's calling everyone. Look, I want everyone to have this life. Look at what she's messaging. She's like on the chats, like ding, ding, ding. When you get that excited about your business in your life, you will attract so many people, even when you're not talking to them. And Lindsay, I just want you to know that we're so proud of you as a community, and we hope you keep kicking tail, and we hope that your team grows beyond belief. And if there's anything any of us can do to help you and support you, we're excited because you're doing the same for all of us. So these are the 7 steps, ladies and gentlemen, right? Decision, your why, list. And I'm going through this quickly because I want all of you to get good at the invite. I want you to get good at the invite. We'll help you with everything else. You have to make a decision. This one is you. You have to make a decision. You have to write down your why. You have to do your list, and you have to do the invite. We will help you with the presentation. We will help you with the close. We will help you with the training. You don't have to do everything by yourself. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. And I just want you all to know that I'm so excited for where this community is going. But please start working on this. Start working on the language. And I just want everyone that's here to make this the best close of February. Like this next week is the last week of February. By the way, Lindsay, just so you know, I don't know if you were on the whole call, but we're doing a live presentation, Sherry and I, in Orange County, California on Thursday. Lindsay, if you have people in, and this is for everybody, I'm just talking to Lindsay because she's been messaging back and forth on this thing. Anybody that has people in Orange County, we're here to help you, just so you guys know, right? So we are going to be growing every market, every city. This is like everybody's going to find out about Viago. I just hope that they find out from you. So Sherry, any final thoughts or final words? I know I cut you off at the end because I think you thought I was headed for volleyball, but so you were helping me out. I had this set. I had 2 things set. One was the tracker because I want everybody to do the tracker with their brand new person, right? The savings tracker, I want everyone to do. And the contest that I told you that Sherry's doing, I want every team that's on this Zoom, because it's multiple teams, to do a contest with your team on the savings tracker. I want everyone to do it. And then I wanted to go through these 7 steps because there are some brand new people that needed to know that. So with that being said, Sherry, I'll have you finally wrap up because I cut you off and I apologize because I think you were doing that to help me. So thank you. But I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And let's have a fantastic weekend and final week of February. And Sherry, back to you.
Oh, thank you. And yes, I was trying to close it up because I know that your family's waiting for you. But Lindsay, thank you for jumping on. We are so proud of what you're doing. Just keep setting the pace for everybody. You know, that's what I love about this team. It's friendly competition. You know, it's like most people want to kill each other and they want to be on top and they step on people to get to the top. The only way to get to the top with this company is by helping others to the top. And that is why I love Viago so much. And I'm so impressed because there's so many guests that are on this call. Chris, I'm going to do a shout out to you. I know you're Dave's guest. Thank you for staying on for all of you. That's a lot of information you received. But remember, the same thing, I will say this over and over again. You can actually earn while you're learning. You don't have to know it all. That's our job, is just to keep educating you. After 30 plus years in this industry, I have sat through briefings and trainings galore. But I'll tell you, every time it's like new to me because I love watching new people learn this information. So please get with the person who got you on this call and this training, and let's get you signed up today so we can start helping you get your 6 so that come March, you're not even having to pay a membership fee. Imagine that you will have a great story And it's my birthday month, so you guys know that'll be a great birthday gift to me, is all of you to get your 6. So let's do it. Let's go to the top, and let's all have the time of our lives. Take care. God bless, and have a wonderful weekend.